All right, let's dive right into this explainer and uncover how volunteering can absolutely transform your retirement years. Going from a period where you might feel a bit lost to one of profound purpose. When we think of retirement, we usually picture, well, endless days of rest and relaxation on a beach somewhere, right? But according to the insights we're unpacking today from the Silver Hub, there's actually a hidden challenge that sneaks up on a lot of retirees. So today, we're going to explore the real science and strategy behind finding a brand new sense of meaning.
Just a quick heads up before we get to the good stuff. The information we're looking at today from the Silver Hub is just for educational and informational purposes, so it's not meant to be medical, financial, or legal advice. Basically, always make sure you're consulting with your own healthcare provider, financial advisor, or legal pro for your specific situation. Okay, let's get into it.
Section 1. The Retirement Reality Check. Let's start by understanding the real emotional shift that happens when you stop working. We really need to ask ourselves a pretty serious question here. I mean, what happens when you go from having a highly structured schedule, specific professional title, and this crystal clear daily purpose to suddenly waking up and facing a completely empty calendar? I know it sounds totally liberating at first, right? But the source material points out that after just a few months of this completely unstructured freedom, a lot of people actually start to feel completely adrift. And this brilliantly illustrates that jarring gap between what we think retirement is going to be like and what it often actually is. We all have this golden expectation of endless rest and relaxation, but man, the reality? It can often mean a sudden loss of title and identity, which leads directly to feelings of isolation and even depression. You see, that sudden shift from being needed every single day to suddenly having zero immediate demands, well, it can be incredibly tough on our mental well-being. So how exactly do we bridge that gap? Section 2. The Helper's High. Now let's look into the measurable science behind all of this. Turns out, volunteering is quite literally good medicine. When you help others, it triggers this amazing biological imperative known as the helper's high. It's an actual physiological response where your brain actively rewards you by releasing dopamine and oxytocin. Those powerful, feel-good chemicals that naturally boost your mood. They provide the exact kind of emotional structure and social connection that so often goes missing the minute a career ends. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is that this isn't just about feeling warm and fuzzy on the inside. No, it translates to real physical longevity. Studies actually show that seniors who volunteer on a regular basis enjoy highly measurable health benefits. We're talking lower blood pressure, a significantly reduced risk of cognitive decline, and get this, they actually live longer. It is just fascinating how finding a sense of profound meaning can physically protect the human body. Moving right along to Section 3, Finding Your Perfect Match. Let's figure out how you can actually apply this by finding your ideal volunteer role. Okay, the single biggest mistake you can make here is settling for mere busy work. Like, if you hate sitting still, you absolutely shouldn't just be sitting in a back room somewhere stuffing envelopes. The secret to unlocking that helper's high is to leverage the incredible expertise and skills that you've painstakingly built up over a lifetime of work. You have a massive toolkit, and frankly, it's time to start using it in a whole new way. Because your existing skills, they easily translate into high-impact volunteering. Think about it. If you spent your whole life as an accountant, you can step right in to help other seniors with their tax prep. Former teachers, they make the absolute perfect after-school tutors. Or maybe you're a lifelong animal lover. Local shelters are always desperate for dog walkers or people to just socialize cats. Though, as they joke in the source material, the real danger there is for sure being tempted to take every single puppy home with you. And the options really do stretch far beyond that. There literally is something out there for absolutely everyone. You could be mentoring children in your local community through the incredible Foster Grandparent Program, or, if you prefer different environments, you could lend your time and energy to a local hospital, help maintain a beautiful botanical garden, or organize things at a local food bank. The community need is massive, and it's incredibly varied.
Section 4. Volunteering from the couch. Let's explore the world of virtual volunteering to address some physical barriers.
Now this brings us to a vital question, and honestly, it's one that holds a lot of people back. How can someone contribute if they have mobility issues and just can't easily leave their home? I mean, the loss of a career is hard enough, but feeling physically trapped can really amplify that sense of isolation. But the good news? The modern world has completely solved this bottleneck. It's a total game changer.
Virtual volunteering is absolutely huge right now. When we look at remote opportunities, get this, roughly a third are in online student tutoring.
Another third involves making these really vital check-in phone calls to isolated seniors. And the final third is nonprofit data entry. This is brilliant because it means absolutely everyone can contribute right from the comfort of their living room couch, completely regardless of any physical limitations.
And that brings us to Section 5, taking your next steps. Let's talk about putting this exact knowledge into action today.
The best part is you really don't have to navigate this alone. To find your perfect match, you can just follow this super simple 3-step process. Step 1, just download the free matchmaking guide over at thesilverhub.com. Step 2, use that guide to formally identify your unique skills so you can directly connect with organizations looking for your exact talents. And finally, Step 3, explore the SilverHub Marketplace to find community resources and connections right in your own local area. It is basically a streamlined path straight from isolation to real impact.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a truly powerful thought directly from our source material today. It says, you have a lifetime of wisdom and experience, and the world still needs it. It is just so easy to feel like your contributing years are behind you when that calendar suddenly goes blank. But the science and honestly, the sheer societal need say otherwise. Your contributions are as valuable right now as they have ever been. So my final question to you is, what will your next chapter look like?